First and foremost, systems transformation must be driven by actionable data. Research has shown that the strongest predictor of post-secondary success is success in mathematics in secondary school. Yet, policy in the state of Texas lowered the standards such that students were not required and in some places weren't even offered access to these courses. Our work in Mathematics Pathway has helped to change that system so that many more students have access to the courses that can help them succeed beyond high school.
Our biggest discrepancies were somehow in perception. You could have a student with the exact same score as another, and one student would be in an advanced course and the other wouldn't be. Forever, we've pulled data and we've tended to look at data in terms of who needs some extra help, who needs some remediation, but haven't necessarily looked at it as who needs to accelerate, who could be challenged more.
We co-created policy changes, not opting in students into advanced courses, but if they were qualified, automatically putting them in those courses and having them opt out only if they chose not to, closing the equity gap between white and black high-performing students by over 85%.
This is not just math for math's sake. We know that students who graduate from high school college ready in math are more likely to attend college and to persist in college and graduate. And with that, we know that students are more likely to have the jobs that they want and to be in society as they want.
What we can't see in the data is the why. And to really understand the why, we have to engage students and families and practitioners and the barriers that they are seeing in order to build the solutions that can help students succeed.
I'm part of the E3 Alliance Steering Committee for Houston-Tillotson University. We saw that students were much less likely to pass math than they were to pass their English. And so since math is required for achieving a degree, regardless of major, what we saw is after one try in math or two tries in math, students often left the university if they did not pass.
One of the things that we've worked very hard across the region is to provide multiple options for mathematics that is appropriate to the student's career aspirations. For instance, statistics is actually more beneficial for those who want to go into the healthcare field than calculus is. So we should be both providing the courses and advising and counseling students to take the right mathematics that will most benefit what their aspirations for their future are.
We were putting all of the students who were going to take math for liberal arts into the pre-algebra, but we thought, well, let's look to see if that course has any relevance for the math for liberal arts and success in that class. And there was only like a 5% correlation of content. So we eliminated that course as a prereq, which takes one semester of math out of their curriculum.
We've drastically changed the course catalog and the counseling for what courses students take. Now there is much more diversity, and not just that, much more success of freshmen in mathematics coming into Houston-Tillotson that gives them the foundation to succeed throughout their college career.
The Peer Learning Network is a group of professionals coming together to work together for a common good for the community, and in this case, student success. E3 Alliance brings together teachers from the high schools and working with the professors at the university. We lose quite a number of students in the first semester. We know that most of our students have low socioeconomic status, they are minorities, they are first generation in their family to go to college. And so they don't have that support from home. And so one of the things we are doing is mentoring. Sometimes you just need a little direction for the students to turn them around.
For the last 2 years, St. Edward's has been part of the Peer Learning Network. Transfer students have always been an important population for St. Edward's University. About a quarter of our undergraduate enrollment are transfer students. And so we've been working for a number of years to really address barriers that transfer students face.
One of the things that we're working on is simplifying and making more seamless that transfer process without additional cost and without additional time.
Student voice was important for us. We conducted a series of empathic interviews with current St. Edward's transfer students. They felt having maybe an additional mentor or opportunities to connect with current transfer students at the institution would have been a helpful thing for them. And so we were able to form a transfer student organization where they've been able to connect with students at the university.
Student voice is powerful to student success. We now have student retention committee where we have faculty members who are meeting regularly with students from each classification, sophomore, freshmen, juniors and seniors. We're now hearing their voices continuously.
E3 Alliance impacts systems change by keeping conversations going, by drawing in partners from K-12 and post-secondary and business, and that helps keep momentum going. It's kind of a soft accountability to continue the work.
Systems transformation is understanding the root causes behind the barriers that stop our students who have tremendous ability to have the opportunity to succeed.